I like the portraits, those are rather lovely. And it's rather nice to have the scenes, the sort of working scenes.
There's a picture in this one of the horses ploughing, which has got a lot of power in the picture. The artist really picked up that sort of strength of the horses.
Well, there's a large picture of a seascape. It's Joan somebody, I'm sorry, and I very much like that.
Cats.
Yeah, so these ones behind
Yeah.
you? Yeah. Cool. Do you have a favourite one out of all of the drawings? Or are they, do you like?
I just like them all.
Cool, okay.
I love the cats collage.
Yeah.
There's something rather amusing about all the rubbish
Yeah.
and the itsy bitsy things, and that sends my mind off to wondering who on earth spent all the time creating all those itsy bitsy things.
Well, I must say that I'm very fond of the French Impressionists, so I kind of like the picture behind you, because that's a little bit of that era.
Probably most traditional. I find modern art hard work often.
Yeah.
So I like it fairly accessible. I like it to depict quite naturally. Having said that, to depict, I like these a lot because they're quite modern, and yet you can see. You don't have to work too hard to see what the artist is trying to do.
No, this is the first time, actually.
And do you like the artwork that is?
I love it, and I've got to say, actually, I've been upstairs and seen the work on the photographer who did all the educational studies. That's very thought-provoking.
Yeah.
I'm just amazing. And it's the sort of thing that you want to have children come to, so that they can kind of see that around the world how the experiences are so different.
Yes, I get dragged around by my wife to learn to appreciate them.
Certainly a few times a year we'll go, we'll go to various ones.
Whenever I can, I'm either in a garden or a gallery. So that takes in Europe as well. So I've been to quite a few galleries over the years.
Challenged a bit, really, because it's not natural for me. So I find I have to work quite hard sometimes to understand.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it can be very elating because it's so creative, and I don't know how they possibly do it.
It'll depend a great deal on what the piece is and what the artist is trying to portray. Sometimes it's sort of a good feeling, and sometimes you think, why is that on the wall, and why is that guy being appreciated, or that lady?
Just that whole range of feelings. I often find it quite relaxing.
I feel very relaxed and very excited when I'm enjoying art, and it opens up my mind to all sorts of possibilities.
When I was really young.
Yeah. Did you do a lot of drawing when you were little, or did you?
Yeah.
My mum first took me to see a Turner exhibition, sketches, at the Towner when it was in the old building, and that was certainly interesting to me. I loved it.
Definitely, absolutely, definitely. It's just vital, isn't it, that you it so lifts people's spirits, and it's about sort of being able to express yourself, even if it's only in the viewing of art.
Oh, I do. Absolutely. It's very much a dynamic that everyone should enjoy and take part in, either themselves trying to have a go, dabbling, or certainly appreciate the works of others. It's a whole dimension.
Yes, I think it is. Yeah. It's certainly in some cases it's a record throughout, it'll last throughout history.
Yeah.
And what people were doing and feeling at the time. Yes, I think it's important.
I think it's increasingly important to not let it be dominated by corporate interests and sort of controlled and sort of standardised. I think just if you actually look at the catalogues for these, for example, the Aberdeen collection, and which you can see in the book that's here with the whole catalogue, the range of public art that's available, and a lot of it's in storage, and some of it you can get to see as well. I think it'd be really nice to see more of that publicly shown. Very much so. I just think it kind of you don't know the value until you actually look. And I think there's something about a life of. I mean, I think when I'm older, I'm much more interested than when I was younger. I think I get it more now. So I think, and that's I appreciate it a great deal.
Yes, because people can express themselves, and it's really, people can enjoy it.
I think it's extremely important. I think it's very important because it opens people's minds. It certainly opens my minds to other possibilities. And I think you cannot do anything in life. You can't relate to people unless you're being creative. So if you're participating in something creative, you're enhancing your ability to be creative with people in your relationships or in business or in whatever else you're doing.
You can't have a life without art.
And the Towner Gallery is great.